is Sunday Morning Live with John M. My name is Hillary, and here is our host, John M.
Good morning once again. We're going to try this again. My apologies for the little false start a second ago. I don't know whether it's a Facebook thing or an iPhone thing, but every once in a while, one or the other locks the screen so you can't turn the camera, and it does goofy things, and it screws us up. So we had to restart. Yes, dear.
Jimmy Hunter and Gary Glasser.
Hey, Jimmy, I didn't think you were going to be able to make it, but I'm glad you're here.
He said he's here for a few, and Angelina is also here.
Great. Good to see you all. I will completely understand if you need to leave to go do your session, Jimmy. But I'm glad you're able to make it at all. I'm glad I was able to make it. Sometimes it's easier said than done on a Sunday morning.
Marilyn is here too.
Hi, Marilyn.
And Gabby Ramirez.
Hey, Gabby. Good to see you. I'm going to start us off with a song this morning. I wish I could have seen the dream last, oh, but they never do. Wake up too fast, it wasn't never true. But it was in my grasp for a minute or two. I wish I could have made the dream last with you. It was all I ever wanted, and was sure I'd never have. I resigned myself, I'd always be a loser. Then one day it happened, my ship came in. Not a tiny boat, but a great big ocean cruiser. Yeah, I wish I could have made the dream last, oh, but they never do. By so fast, the joke's on you. But it was in my grasp for a minute or two. I wish I could have made the dream last with you. Now, sometimes the things you see in dreams are like cartoons. A bright blue kangaroo with a purple turban. Then again, there are those dreams that seem so real. These are the ones that I find most disturbing. And oh, what a lovely ride it was. No one ever had it any better than the two of us. And oh, how it all just disappeared. Sometimes I wonder whether you were ever really here. I wish I could have made the dream last, oh, but they never do. Gone in a flash into the blue. But it was in my grasp for a minute or two. I wish I could have made the dream last. I wish I could have made the dream last. I wish I could have made the dream last with you. With you. Dream by Judd Ebb. Yes.
Eric Batelli is here.
Hey, Eric.
And Russell Paris.
Oh, cool. Russell, how you doing? Good to see both of you.
And John Zipper is also here.
John, you warned me that you probably would miss this morning's show. I'm glad you could make it. We have a couple of surprises coming up this morning. First, I want to briefly thank our guest last week, Ted Russell Camp. That was a very fun show we did with him and me playing together. We did have a couple of audio side effects, I'll call them, last week, but I still think it's an enjoyable and watchable show, and so that was fun. So thank you, Ted. Ted is out on the road now as we speak with Shooter Jennings, and I do not have a guest this morning, but coming up in future weeks we have a whole parade of really cool guests coming up at the end of this month, and in 2 weeks. Dale LeDuc is going to be our guest here, and a great singer-songwriter, piano player, guitar player. He plays in a number of bands around town, the B-Tunes, Beatles tribute band. He does a lot of his own original stuff. He teaches. He's jack of many trades, and so he's going to be here. And then coming up in May, we have Lisa Turner in the middle of the month. She is going to be here and is going to sing some of her gorgeous songs for us, and then coming up after that, also in May, Hillary scored this one, and what a score it is. The one and only Jules Shear is going to be our guest here on Sunday Morning Live. We're very excited about that. This is not an April Fool's joke. Jules Shear will be with us in May. So lots of very cool stuff coming up, and so we're looking forward to that. And in the meantime, you get another morning with me. If you have any questions for me or requests or anything like that, feel free to speak up. I'm going to plow on ahead right now with another cover song. Paul Zolo, I don't know if you're here with us this morning, but if and when you watch this one's for you. This one is yet another Paul Simon song. I've been playing kind of a lot of him lately, but this is one of his that I haven't done here in a while. And in view of the events in the news earlier this week, this one just seems appropriate to me. And I haven't played it in a while, so I thought it's time to pull it out again. This is Paul Simon's Boy in the Bubble. I hope you enjoy it. Slow day, the sun was beating on the soldiers by the side of the road. There was a bright light, the shattering of shop windows, the bomb in the baby carriage was wired to the radio. These are the days of miracle and wonder. This is a long distance call. The way the camera follows us in slow-mo, the way we look to a song, look to a distant constellation that's dying in a corner of the sky. These are the days of miracle and wonder. And don't cry, baby, don't cry. Yeah, there was a dry wind and swept across the desert, curled into the circle of birth, and the dead sand falling on the children and the mothers of the fathers and the automatic earth. Oh, these are the days of miracle and wonder. This is a long distance call. The way the camera follows us in slow-mo, the way we look to us all, constellation dying in a corner of the sky. These are the days of miracle and wonder. Pardon me, don't cry, baby, don't cry, don't cry. Ooh, don't cry. It's a turnaround jump shot. It's everybody jump start. It's every generation throws a hero up the pop charts. Medicine is magical and magical is art. There go the boy in the bubble and the baby with the baboon heart. And I believe these are the days of lasers in the jungle. Lasers in the jungle somewhere. Staccato signals of constant information. Loose affiliation of millionaires and billionaires. Baby, these are the days of miracle and wonder. This is a long distance call. The way the camera follows us in slow-mo. The way we look to us all. The way we look to a distant constellation dying in a corner of the sky. These are the days of miracle and wonder. And don't cry, baby, don't cry. Boy in the Bubble by Paul Simon. And thank you as always for sharing and liking. I appreciate your indulgence this morning. I am not sick, but my allergies have been kind of driving me nuts this morning. I do have allergies, and you know, the changing of the seasons and all that. And so that's that little cough I had in the middle of that there, and at my nose. So I appreciate you indulging and hanging in there with me. We neither rain nor snow nor sleet nor hail nor allergies will stop me from doing these shows, and we enjoy them, and we're glad to always have you here with us. I guess I'll just move right on ahead. When I have these things, when I do these things solo, which is happening less and less frequently, I know about it. I'm getting to it. I get to do more original songs, or more songs, period. And since I didn't get any advance requests, I figure I kind of put my own little list together, and there's just one or two more that I want to do. Hillary keeps focusing on the amp back here, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, but not quite yet. That's one of our surprises for this morning. It's just a little. It's a new toy that I want to show off to you in a minute, because I think it's kind of a cool thing. But first, I'm going to play this song. This is another one. This is an original song, and it's another one that I haven't played here in quite a while. I had hoped to play it last week with Ted, but we kind of ran out of time. So I'm going to play it this week. This is one of Hillary's favorite songs, I think. So, I hope. Anyway, oh my God. Oh, if you could have just seen the face Hillary just made. It was priceless. Be that as it may, this is called All I Know. I hope you enjoy it. About love, 'cause I knew about heartache. Yeah, I thought I knew a lot about love, 'cause I knew about pain. Oh, love is kind and love is sacred. It's the opposite of hatred, I used to say. God bless those who love in vain. Thought I knew about love, then you came. Well, now I thought 'cause I knew about dying. I thought I knew about life 'cause I was still alive. Oh, I had read it in the Bible, thou shalt not be suicidal. I knew about life 'cause I had learned how to survive. Thought I knew about life, then you arrived. Now the only thing I know is that I love you. When I'm with you I feel so much more alive. I haven't been like this in years, only since you've been here. Everything I thought I knew I have let go. I love you, that's all I know. Now, I thought I knew a lot about time 'cause I knew about waiting. Yeah, I thought I knew about time 'cause I watched it slip away. Oh, time flies and time stands still, but we've got some time to kill. Time can heal all wounds, I've heard them say. Time after time, love finds a way. And the only thing I know is that I love you. When I touch you, I feel so much more alive. It hasn't been like this in years, only now that you're here. Everything I thought I knew I've let go. And I love you, that's all I know. Yeah, I love you, that's all I know. Hey, baby, I love you, that's all I know. Thank you. And that's all I know. So let's see, how are we doing here? We're doing great. We're right where we should be. So I did mention some of our upcoming guests. Next week is still uncertain. I'm not sure if we're going to have a guest next week or not. I am working on it. But the week after that, in 2 weeks, as I mentioned before, Dale LeDuc will be here. Really looking forward to that. And then coming up in May, the one and only Lisa Turner, and then after her, Jules Shear. So, and we're talking to people every day and adding more guests to the list every day. So, it's going to be a lot of fun. This little toy behind me, I want to mention. It's a very cool thing. It's by Fishman, which is an excellent company, and I already use a fair number of their products. I have some of their pickups and whatnot in my guitars, and I also I use a Fishman PA system, as some of you know. But this is a brand new product. It's called the Loudbox Mini Charge. It's a little tiny amp. It's designed for acoustic instruments, and I suspect it would work very well with keyboards as well. And what I particularly like about it is that it's very natural sounding. It's very warm and very, very natural. Now, I'm going to use it this morning on this one song at a very low volume because I'm not using a vocal microphone. So it's kind of, it's kind of a weak demo, but I just wanted to give you a little taste of, let me see here. That's almost too loud because I am going to sing with it. And I'm going to play a song that I don't strum quite as hard as the other songs I did, so that I can sing over. And I'll turn it up just for a second. So you can see it's a really cool sounding amp. Oh, might help if I use the capo. Play the song in the right key. I get so excited about the amplifier that I almost forgot to put the capo on. That would have been a drag. I think this is another of Hillary's favorite songs. and it's another one that I haven't played here in quite a while. It's the first song on my current album M6, and I'm gonna play it for you right now. Till the last one dies, till the last one dies, I will love you till the last one dies. That's what he wrote with his pencil lead. 99 roses, yellow and red. It came with a letter. Letter said, I will love you till the last one's dead. Till the last one dies, till the last one dies, I will love you till the last one dies. All right. Well, she had not seen him quite some time. She had to leave the country, she had stayed behind. She said, I'll be with you in my mind, and I'll return to you in time. Till the last one dies, till the last one dies, I will love you till the last one dies. Now those roses smelled so lovely, the stems were long and green. But what was he saying? What could it mean? Till the last one dies, what's going on? We all know cut roses don't live long. Till the last one dies, till the last one dies, I will love you till the last one dies. Soon her wonder turned into fear, turned into anger. Should be here till the last one dies. What's going on? What is he saying? Is something wrong? Till the last one dies, till the last one dies, I will love you till the last one dies. When the day was done, she counted through them one by one. That's when she noticed, deeply concealed, was just one flower that was not real. Till the last one dies, till the last one dies, I will love you till the last one dies. Till the last one dies, till the last one dies, I will love you till the last one dies. Till the last one she die, from the album M6. And now, check this out, folks. No power cord. This thing runs on a battery, and on a single full charge it'll run for 12 hours. So anybody for busking, or going and playing down at the beach, or on a train, or just about any place where you don't have an outlet to plug into, this is your toy. And it sounds great, as I think you just heard. So Barry Rudolph, our good friend and recording teacher at MI, and Grammy-winning producer and amazing recording engineer and mixer, has reviewed this amp in, is it BarryRudolph.com?
Yes.
His review of this amp is on BarryRudolph.com. I actually helped him. He needed a guitar player to come and put the thing through its paces, so I did a little of that with him. And so we both get to play with this toy a little bit. And his review will also be published. It's not in the current issue, but it will be in an upcoming issue of Music Connection magazine, for which Hillary McClarty works. And so thank you, Barry, for including me in that whole process, and thank you, Hillary, for including me in it also, and for helping us out with these shows as you do week after week after week. And it's a lot of fun. So I think that's all I have for this morning. We got the new Fishman amp, the Loudbox Mini Charge, battery operated, very cool thing. And I got 4 songs in this morning. And so thank you. Thank you for joining us. Come back next week. And again in 2 weeks when Dale LeDuc will be here. If I'm able to pull a guest together for next week, I will update you between now and then. As always, thank you for liking, thank you for sharing, recommending us to your friends, inviting your friends. I hope you have a great week. The weather here in SoCal is warming up quite a bit, actually. So, it's getting nice. Oh, I wanted to mention also, I just should have done this before now, but yesterday Hillary and I went and saw the movie A Quiet Place. And I'm not going to tell you anything about it specifically, but all I'm going to say is it's a really, really good film. It's probably the best film I've seen in the past year or two. I really liked it. I expected it to be overly gory and bloody. It was not. I expected it to be all special effects and not very much character development. That was not true either. It's just a really good, really well done film. I didn't read any reviews beforehand, and I kind of recommend that you don't, because every review I started to read when I was looking for them online started with the line "spoiler alert," and I thought, nope, I'm not going to read this. So I just went and saw the film, and I'm really glad I did. A Quiet Place. I recommend it to you all. Hillary, do you have anything you want to add to any of this?
Yes, thanks everybody for coming, and have a great week.
We'll see you next time. Thanks.